Maybe comes up trumps again. And this is Hullet. Lam. Jordi. So that's it. It is all over. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Mbappe, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
This opportunity to pay a visit to our
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here, perhaps.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter.
A header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Decent chance! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinct. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And back to the keeper they go. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cleared without complication. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Ibrahimovic. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, this looks sharp. Thinks one through. Calafiori makes the interception. Maradona. Good purposeful running this. Vinicius Junior. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Vinicius Junior. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Quality ball. Ibrahimovic. He's found... It's Ibrahimovic!
Melbourne City are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pullet looks to get on the end of this. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
That is great defending, so alert. Great vision. And this is Iniesta, and he's on his way. Oh, that was vital. Cruyff. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with the...
Maradona!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Iniesta. Searching pass he's played there. Iniesta. Cruyff. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Vinicius Junior, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Defending was strong and firm. Now, can they get him away? Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. Gets his head on it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Recife trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly.
He's tried one! They want to be quick to recover this. Defending of the desperate variety. Closing in on goal. Gullit has created one goal already, and he's picked out the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking to play him in. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that's put paid to a promising move. Vinicius Junior, Ibrahimovic, and here's Mbappe, aimed beyond the defence. Ibrahimovic is firing after that one. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gullit. Very nicely done. Aimed in towards the centre. Casillas, play. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Melbourne City can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Thuram is there to clear. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Gullit. Melbourne City needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
You have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Cruyff has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's delightful. Ibrahimovic. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. It's Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! A finish right from the top draw. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Recife are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's all... Bullet!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played in deep. And that's really well manoeuvred. Maradona. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Has a look and plays it forward. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Tries to pass it through. And he welcomes it in.
Sport Recife have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
75 minutes played. Ambitious ball here. And that could set him on his way. Ruben Diaz cuts it out. Vinicius Junior. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cruyff. Maldini. Mbappe. Maradona. Might be danger here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira. Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Showing great feet there. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Hullet. Played out towards the right wing. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lam plays it in. And this is Ibrahimovic. That is good alertness. And here's Hullet. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Mbappe.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Driving forward. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that is as far as it goes. Melbourne City perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. So, Jim, how do you reflect on Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. There's the whistle, and here we go. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Mighty close.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Pass somewhat off target. Pull it. Going face to face with his great rival. Yamal. Milan are looking to break at pace. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been played through. He's found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Taken back almost at once. Maldini. And they've switched it over to the other side. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Defending of the desperate variety. And we have our very first corner. Baresi with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Casillas with the clearance. Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Hazard did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And it's Cruyff. Melbourne City are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Milan finding their passes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Calafiori made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Cruyff did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hazard. And here's Mbappe. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And this is Dembele, played with finesse. And he shoots! Goal! Milan! So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Bergomi. Araujo, a player who needs no introduction.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe. And now the breakaway. Now it's Hullet. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Yamal.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
There's the start of the second half.
Melbourne City really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Maldini. Bergobi. Yamal. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. Vieira. Cruyff. Good driving run. And that has put paid to that. He's picked his way through. Gets his head on it! Oh, he's hit the bar! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Yamal. Bergobi. Bellingham in the hunt and looking threatening. Oh, that's superb. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Now it's Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get there. He is through here. Decent chance! It's bounced back off the post. It's a pretty loose pass. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Bergobi. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Saka. Foot in. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he thumps it clear. And it's Azar. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pullet stood his ground strongly. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15.
It's a good 35 yards out, this.
Numero 17.
Plenty of jostling in that
6.
box, they just need a good delivery.
8. Numero 7.
He has a look up.
Il numero 18.
That has been knocked clear.
Il numero 9. Messi.
Chance!
Il numero 25.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And it's hoisted clear. He's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping!
Saka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. They get a throw in. That's very neat.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Melbourne City still have the cards to affect this game. Picked out brilliantly.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Messi. Messi, there he goes, motoring forward. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bergomi hurtling down that right flank. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Tries to play it through, and there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away, and a chance! Rijkaard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's managed to get free. It's a throw-in.
Cambio di giocatori.
Calafiori.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ronaldinho. And he's gone backward here. Vieira.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
And that's
recupero.
been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, they can break here. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Looks a good ball through. And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo
Your
a
reflections
visitare
then, Jim?
il negozio
Well, the way
ufficiale
the
dello
manager
stadio.
has stormed...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. There's no flag! Well read, nice interception. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Vinicius Junior gets into a good position, but he may need to hold things up a little. Bale.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Vinicius Junior. Rijkaard. That's an imaginative pass. And the shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ruben Dias spots it and intercepts. And he's forced to go back. It's a searching pass. Pedri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Bale. Pele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He could... And a chance! He would have been quick to recover this. Cruyff.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Opts for safety. Oh, can he get onto this? Pele. Pedri. Milan finding their passes. Vinicius Junior. He's making a real surge on the left. And this is Cruyff. Shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Hullet. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff just eases him off the ball. Rijkaard. Hullet. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now that's well seen too. Rui Costa. Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. Played out wide. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Now, can they get him away? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rodri conjures time and space where few can. And he can clear it away. Araujo. Bergomi. And it's Rodri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he thumps it clear. Bergomi. He won't be happy with that one. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pedri. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So your views on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them.